Well, very good evening and welcome to tonight's edition of Breeding to Win. I'm here at the Vascos, and what a great place to be recording a show. Bryn Ressel and his team always looking after us, and proudly a Breeding to Win sponsor as well. Let's take a look at tonight's show lineup. Firstly, the Breeding to Win team take a drive up the west coast to visit Benny van der Merwe out at Muthanshoek to discuss Muthanshoek and a number of their stallions. We also chat to John Freeman and find out a little bit more about another Freeman stallion. And we also bring you the highlights from the Cape Awards evening, brought to you by the Racing Association and the Cape Breeders Club. Let's start straight away and go straight into our visit with Muthanshoek, where we catch up with Benny van der Merwe.
See the light of a new day dawning. Feel the love from a beating heart. And catch a ride to the top of the world. This is where we start. No, we can't make it last forever. We gotta use all the time we have. And you know that we'll never say never if we ever get the chance. And it's good to be alive. It's good to be alive. This feeling's running high. Life is calling and the world is beautiful. Na, 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 na. There's a winding road we're choosing, looking for a brand new day. And up ahead there's an open door, now we'll find our way.
Well, it's a while since we've been to visit Muthanshoek, and we're here this morning where we'll be catching up with Benny van der Merwe. Benny, thank you very, very much for having us here this morning. It's always a pleasure to be here, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day.
Well, you're very welcome, and thanks for the visit. I was looking forward to it.
Well, firstly, we're surrounded by, we've got lots of foals on the ground and some particularly nice United States ones.
We're over the moon. Fee, I mean, obviously with his injury and everything that happened to him last year, we really treasure these little babies, and they're very encouraging. They're leggy, they got good bone, good quarters, good shoulders, a really good start.
Well, you've got the 4 stallions in your name here. You've got, of course, you've got Marchfield, and you've got Mambo in Seattle, who's actually moved away, and you've got the United States, and you've got Admiral Kitten. So you've got a nice bunch of stallions to work with.
Yeah, we're very excited. We moved Mambo in Seattle to KZN because Peter Blythe is such a nice guy and he asked us. And it's exactly because we have not given up on him. We really believe that he's still an underrated stallion. He's a top 10 stallion, and he's going to have a good career in KZN. The Marchfield, we need to see a bit more from him at this stage. And then we're very excited to have a Group 1 winning, well-performed son of Kitten's Joy, who's on fire internationally. And then, of course, the man of the moment, the United States, well-performed Group 1 winning son of Galileo out of a pivotal mare with her own sister that won multiple Group 1s.
Sadly, we missed seeing Admiral Kitten at the Stallion Parade at Wilgerbosdrift, but he's done really, really well since then, hasn't he? Did he have just a little bit of travel sickness?
Yeah, he had travel sickness coming from the United States to the Netherlands, and he got really, really sick. We estimate he lost about 70 to 100 kilograms. So couldn't be shown, but he's done really well, and he ended up through the United States' misfortune getting a couple of extra mares, which was good for him.
Yeah, looking at Admiral Kitten this morning, he does look fantastic, but so does the United States. Now, there's a story behind that, because unfortunately he could only cover 25 mares last year due to a very bad foot injury.
Yes, he raced sound until he was 6, and once we taught him how to cover, he wanted to make up for lost time, and he tried to cover every single mare on the farm, and injured the distal end of P2, which in many cases would be terminal. But because of his fantastic temperament, he could do 4.5 months of box rest with a big Robert Jones bandage on and bounce right back to where he is and how you saw him today. Fit, healthy, and ready to go.
Yeah, looking at him this morning, he looks fantastic. He just wears those overreach boots just as a precaution.
Yes, obviously from standing in the box for so long, he got a little bit slack, and we needed to support his fetlocks a bit. That's almost over now by moving the shoes back. The shoes are back in their normal place, so those boots will come off before the season.
But as you said, he's really, really fit and well now, and he's ready to take on the new season ahead come 1st of September.
Absolutely, and looking like he does. We often hear, especially from European visitors and journalists, that they cannot believe that such a good-looking, well-performed, good pedigree son of Galileo is plying his trade in South Africa for just over €2,000 odd.
Yeah, well, it's marvellous, and as we've said, there's some beautiful foals already on the ground, and you've got a few more expected.
Yes, we still have 2 more to come. We've gotten a lot of fillies and a colt. But around the country there's a couple more to come, and if this is what they look like, bring it on.
Yeah,
We'd like to cover more with
absolutely. Even the fillies look strong, so that's a good sign. You've had a really good season, haven't you, here at Mutonsuk? I mean, you had a good 2-year-old sale, you've had some good decent winners on the track. It's been a good year for you.
It has. On the track it's been a great year for us in that we had 4 different colts win or place in 5 different Group 1 races. Undercover Agent, who's bred here, ended up being rated the highest 3-year-old colt in the country. Very, very good. Very happy.
And looking around, you've got a fantastic team of staff. We're going to be chatting to the young Irish vet who's working with you, which is lovely.
Yeah, we couldn't, no farm could do it without the staff that we have, and we're particularly proud of our staff and get lots of compliments at sales and so on for their professionalism and stuff, and we really appreciate that.
And you're particularly hands-on yourself. You do all the foaling downs yourself.
I don't do all of them, but I do the problem cases.
So
We've got a good team that do the basic work.
You've had quite a busy morning this morning, I believe, one at 4 a.m, one at 5:30, so it's been hectic.
It has been, and we had a very intensive care foal on Sunday night, and she's doing well as well, so yep.
Well, thank you very much, Benny, for having us here this morning, and going to be following all your stallions, but particularly the United States, who looks really, really exciting for the future.
Thank you very much, Fee. Look forward to it.
Serena Eyston is a young vet all the way from Ireland, and she's spending some time here at Mutonsuk. Lovely to see you this morning, Serena.
Thank you very much.
Are you enjoying your time here?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's such a beautiful farm. It's such a privilege to be able to spend some time working with Benny and his family and all the people at Mutonsuk here. Yeah, it's absolutely great.
And a very busy time of year with all these foalings.
Yeah, that's precisely why I've come. I'm from a stud farm, Tara Stud myself, so I want to specialise in stud medicine, so I came here for the busy season to learn from Benny and everyone here all the aspects of foaling and stud work.
That's wonderful. And your father, Derek, he's quite heavily involved in the racing industry in Ireland as well.
He is indeed, yes. So we have Tara Stud in County Meath at home. We have 2 sires, both sons of Dark Angel, Estakar and Al Habaib, from a very busy farm at home. So yeah, it's great. I've been in the industry all my life, like my dad and my granddad as well. So yeah, I want to basically go home and be able to do stud work and everything there. So it's great for me to be able to come and learn how things are done here.
It must be quite interesting to have an Irish stallion for you in South Africa, such as the United States.
Yeah, well, it makes me very proud as an Irish person to see such a beautiful horse here, and with his track record, his pedigree, his looks, his great action and absolutely lovely temperament. I think he's going to be a standout sire here, and I really feel that a lot of breeders should jump in on the game, because he ticks all the boxes really.
He's a stallion, he's by Galileo, who's the best stallion in the world. He's out of a Pivotal mare, who's Pivotal's the best stallion in England, and he's a great horse.
The United States now striding freely, just well clear with 100 metres to go.
Persuasive on the outside of Wu Hader. Winter's kicking on the far side though. She's so tough. Hydrate is coming out of low and 1.
The United States being tackled by Haraki. The United States repelling the challenge of Haraki. And the United States draws clear to win the round by 3/4.
Shahan Malherbe was responsible for buying the United States and getting him into South Africa. He had a little bit of a disappointing first season, didn't he, Shahan?
Yeah, unfortunately, he injured himself just after he got here and he wasn't able to cover. So he covered a few mares, but basically this is his first season in real terms.
Yeah, there are very few on the ground, but what I saw during the week, they look to be quite a nice bunch.
People are very excited with what he's thrown, and that augurs well. Not that means they'll run, but at least they look the part. So far, so good.
Having seen the United States in the week and chatted to Benny, he looks fantastic now and he says he's really fit and ready for the new season.
Yes, and they're encouraging everybody who didn't use him last season to come and take up their services this season because he's in good shape and we're looking forward to a big season.
And when you bought him, he obviously had a great race record, didn't he? And he's a horse that shows lots of courage because he won one of those races when he wasn't really 100%.
Yeah, he was a super racehorse. He was good enough to win at 2. He was unbeaten at 2. He raced till he was 6. He showed great courage. He's an international Group 1 winner. You couldn't ask for more in a racehorse.
And he's a good-looking horse too, with good conformation.
Absolutely. He's got size, he's got strength. Sometimes Galileos can be a little bit small and light. He's none of those things. So he's an easy horse to mate.
Super. Well, looks like an exciting future ahead for him.
We hope so.
Down from the final half furlong, Admiral Kitten has taken the lead now for Rosina Pravnik in the Secretariat Stakes. Admiral Kitten on top.
Minding hits the front in the 8th. Her 1,000 guineas success. Minding outclassed them. Architecture gallant in defeat. It's coming with a challenge and moves through into second. It's Tarzan who has won the Investec Derby.
A length and a half away. He's 2 lengths in front. Chrome turns to gold. Smart Qual wins the championship.
Absolute thriller going to the line.
It's Durban, July.
Well, this year's Cape Awards was held out at the Vineyard Hotel. Fantastic evening, co-hosted by the Racing Association and the Cape Breeders' Club. Here's tonight's highlight package brought to you by Breeding to Win.
It's once again my pleasure to welcome you one and all to tonight's Cape Racing and Breeding Awards. Not only do we look back, reflect and honour the nominees for their scintillating performances, but more importantly, tonight is all about crowning the champions of the 2017-18 racing season.
Remember that the reason we're here is all eventually boils down to the horse, and it's just such an, every one of us sitting in this room tonight are here for this animal, and we love the thoroughbred. It's what we do, it's what we breathe, it's why we're here, and we mustn't forget that. And it's a great industry we have in South Africa. And there's a lot of changes happening at the moment, and I think they're positive changes. I think there's going to be a lot to look forward to in the next few months and few years, and it's going to be a bright future ahead. And I thank all of you once again for coming, and I hope the awards go your way.
So on that note, it's on with the show as we move straight into our very first category of the evening. 3 nominees in the openings category of the evening. The award for Juvenile Male of the Year goes to...
One World's out in front. They come to the final 200 from Frank Lloyd Wright. Charles in behind that, but One World is clear, has the advantage. Frank Lloyd Wright is trying.
One World gets the award for Juvenile Male of the Year. Etienne Braun, Bram van Heestien and Vaughan Marshall have tendered their apologies. It's Ken and Jane Truter that are on their way up to the stage to come and collect the award for One World, who defied top weight when he ran out the easiest of winners in the listed Langeman as you just saw on screen. He's unbeaten in 3 starts, and he certainly looks to be a classic prospect in the making. Well done to the Connections of One World. They get the award for Juvenile Male of the Year. And now for the girls' equivalent. 3 nominees in what was one of the more challenging categories for the panel. It sure created lively debate, but in the end, there can only be one winner. Your Juvenile Filly of the Year for the season ended 31 July goes to
Temple Grafton makes an early move, the red season card. Temple Grafton past the 200 metre. Ariana Shadow in barrage on the inside. And
Temple
Western
Grafton
Angel.
gets the award for Juvenile Filly of the
Grafton is
Year.
still going,
And we welcome on
Temple
stage
Grafton won
Kriegel Studs, Pty Limited, the nominee Mrs. Suzanne Hutton. And she is accompanied by her husband Hugo Hutton to collect the award for Temple Grafton, who settled nicely from a wide gate and pulled clear to win the Grade 3 Debutante Stakes, as you just saw. Well done to Kriegel Stud, getting the award for Juvenile Filly of the Year. And now for another hotly contested category. 3-year-old Male of the Year. No less than 5 nominees. The result, based on their track record for the season ended 31 July, was unanimous. Your 3-year-old Male of the Year is...
Do it again, Elisa Silva. Do it again, Ryan Nick. Make it on the inside.
Do It Again gets the award for 3-year-old Male of the Year. Nick Johnson, Bernard Cantor and Jack Mitchell have tendered their apologies. So I'm going to ask Nancy Hosak and John Freeman to make their way up on stage to collect the award on behalf of Do It Again, who produced a sustained finish when he swept into the lead and he charged away in the closing stages, giving Team Snaith their 3rd Durban July winner. Do It Again gets the award for 3-year-old Male of the Year. Now for the girls. Both nominees, very talented fillies up against each other. This didn't take much deliberating. The award for 3-year-old Filly of the Year goes to...
Oh, Susanna, the kick for home. On the chase on the inside of Sesame. Lady in Black is running up the outside.
Oh, Susanna gets the award for 3-year-old Filly of the Year. Congratulations to Drakenstein Stud. And it is Ross Fuller that's coming up to collect the award on behalf of Oh, Susanna. And now we move on to the older brigade. 3 made the frame in this category. The decision unanimous. Your older Male of the Year is...
But it's Captain America in front. Captain America, we're sure that 200 metres left to go, is travelling strongly and looks to have it all.
Miss Dans Gurney and Nagel have tendered their apologies, and it's Lon Sherrill that is on his way up to come and collect the award for Captain America, who bid us a fond farewell in that race we've just seen when he won the Grade 1 Champions Cup on Super Saturday. Captain America gets the award for Older Male of the Year. And now for the older girls. Only 3 nominees in what was probably the category that gave the panel the biggest headache. And only after much deliberation and dissecting of form, it was votes that counted. For the season ended 31 July 2018, your older female of the year is...
The secret is out, coming to the 200 final judgment. Folk Dawn, Star Express is winner. The secret is out.
Garth Miller
Star
has
Express
tendered his
is
apology,
now lunging lane.
but Basil
The
and Jean
secret is
Nelson
out,
are on their way
just
up to
gonna
come and collect the award on behalf of The Secret Is Out. The Secret Is Out gets the award for older female of the year. Now it's on to the Speed Merchants. 3 very talented nominees in this category. Again, the panel had to separate them by doing an in-depth analysis of their ability. A difficult category to find an outright winner. And in the end, and after careful deliberation and the result going to a vote, your champion sprinter of the year is...
Starting to run on strongly. In behind that Sergeant Hardy, Pinnacle Peak in front, down to the Attenborough coming out hard on the outside.
All of Messieurs Bredenbach, Kobosh Adams, Keating and O'Doherty are not here, but I do know Pippa Mickelborough is present, and she's one of the part owners, and she's also the breeder of Attenborough, who bounced back to his best at Turpentine on Champions Day when showing his long overdue class and some of his true ability when he won the computer form sprint. Attenborough gets the award for Champion Sprinter of the Year. And now we move on to Champion Mile of the Year. This is for races run between 1400 and 1600 meters. 3 very talented nominees in this category, but there can only be one winner. Your champion miler of the year is...
But Snowdon, the 200 meters have to go. Has picked clear in goal for 2023.
Snowdons gets the award for champion miler of the year. She's owned by Drakenstein Stud and Mr. Jack Mitchell. And it's Nancy Hosack and Kevin Somerville that's coming up to collect the award on behalf of Snowdons. She gets the award for champion miler of the year. Well done to the connections. Now we move on to champion middle distance horse of the year. 4 nominees in this category, where the winner was clear-cut. Your champion middle distance horse of the year is...
Oh, Susanna, Fiorella. Oh, Susanna's going out to give some more. And it's oh, Susanna and Fiorella. Lady
Team Drakenstein on the way up again to collect yet another award. For Oh Susanna, the first Met winner for a 3-year-old filly in more than a century. Well done to Team Drakenstein, who gets the award for champion middle distance horse of the year. And now we move on to champion stayer of the year, and we look at races run between 2,400 and 3,200 meters. No need for us to even dissect this any further. Your champion stayer of the year is...
It's my turn now, exploding through. It's my turn, erupting through.
Fred Crabbier has tendered his apology, but trainer Dean Kannemeyer is here, and he will collect the award on behalf of It's My Turn. And I think Dean deserves a round of applause for keeping this horse on the boil, where he won all of the Derby, the Gold Vase and the Gold Cup in a space of 5 weeks. That is no mean feat for a trainer to pull off. Well done, trainer Dean Kannemeyer, collecting the award for It's My Turn, Stayer of the Year. Now this award is based on a series of races for work riders which are put on throughout the course of the year. The gentleman that finished top of the log rode in 9 races. He won 4 and he placed in 5. He spent all his life around horses and he just got better and better as the series progressed. Your Western Province Groom School Work Riders Race Series winner is Andile Ndlebe. He cut his holiday short to be with us here this evening. A deserving winner of this particular trophy. So well done to Andile Ndlebe, who gets the award for the Western Province Groom School Work Riders Race Series winner. We stay with statistics as supplied by the National Horse Racing Authority. I also just respectfully remind everybody that this award is given to the leading Western Cape domicile apprentice as per the national log in respect of winners. The apprentice jockey of the year in the Western Cape not only topped the Western Cape log, but he finished inside the top 10 of the national log for the season ended 31 July 2018. Your Cape Apprentice Jockey of the Year is Sandile Mbele. A young man who's certainly been riding with lots of confidence of late. From 188 rides, he rode 16 winners, and he had a phenomenal place strike rate of 37.8%. Well done, Sandile Mbele, our champion apprentice jockey of the year. The battle for the title of Western Cape's champion jockey and a place in the South African team for the PGI Jockeys International in Singapore in September went right down to the wire and was decided at the final meeting of the South African racing season. Ladies and gentlemen, your jockey of the year for the Western Cape for 2017-18 is Alda de Meyer.
If I look around all these tables here, there's a lot of, almost no table I can look at that didn't give me some sort of inspiration somewhere along the way, not only tonight, but building up from the time I was a kid and getting to the position where it seemed like I was never going to have a career in racing. And somewhere along the way, everyone always just had something nice to say and something encouraging. And I think I'm a better person after this season. And I've got to thank you guys all again for everything that you've done for me. It's a little bit emotional for me because it's something I've dreamt of for a very long time, and I'm really glad to eventually be here. And yeah, thank you all, and I hope you have a blessed evening.
Now, unlike the Jockeys Award that is based on wins, the Trainers is based on earnings. Again, we look at statistics supplied by the National Horse Racing Authority. Same rules apply, the leading Western Cape domiciled trainer as per the national log in respect of stakes. This year, the Western Cape's leading trainer is also South Africa's champion trainer for 2017-18, none other than Justin Snaith.
This year has certainly been a year of highs, quite a few highs, and a few lows. I unfortunately started going grey. It was as a shock to me as it is to you. But I've seen Lance and Brett pull it off. So I think I'll be all right. I think anybody can quite easily train a racehorse. But it takes a good trainer to know when to ease up on a horse and to obviously fix it. But then to be a great trainer, you need to be that, and you need a team. Fortunately for me, I have what I think is arguably one of the best teams in the world. I know that might sound bullish, but I've just come back from London, and I really do believe that. I think there's no reason why here in South Africa we can't be as good as anywhere else. And, you know, I know we're doing a big thing on exporting horses and people, but I tell you what, I'm quite proud racing here in South Africa. And when I was in Glorious Goodwood, it was never a dull moment where I could say I'm proudly a South African trainer. And, you know, I would always obviously look forward to taking them on. But at this time, I'm very content and really enjoy racing here. A lot of my clients feel the same way. And we're here for the long haul. We want what's best for Cape racing and South African racing, and I think we are our hardest critics. And I really believe that we're going in the right direction, and I can't wait for the future. So thank you very much.
Now we get to a very special award, one that we call Exceptional Achievement Award. And as this category suggests, this is where homage is paid for excellence achieved during the racing season. So for being a Cape-based trainer to win the South African Champion Trainers title, for winning 7 Grade 1s during the season under review, for being the first trainer in 10 years to win the Met and July in the same season, for winning the Met with a 3-year-old filly for the first time in over a century, and for finishing 1, 2, 3 in the Vodacom Durban July. Ladies and gentlemen, the Exceptional Achievement Award goes to Snaith Racing.
My boss is trying hard to win the big races, everything. It's not easy because all the trainers want to win and all the jockeys want to win, but we try. Yeah, we want to say thank you so much to win this achievement. Thank you.
And so we get to the most prestigious award of the evening, the highest accolade to be bestowed on a thoroughbred in a racing season, that of Horse of the Year. We've seen some phenomenal performances by a few exceptional individuals, and the panel had to separate them purely based on the achievements during the season under review. So without much further ado, it gives me great pleasure to announce Horse of the Year for the season ended 31 July 2018, and it goes to...
Up the outside, Oh Susanna, and Marinaresco are flying. Legal Eagle, the 3-year-old filly, Oh Susanna, he's coming over.
Oh Susanna, she gets the award for Horse of the Year, and Mrs. Rupert is making her way up on stage to collect the award on behalf of Oh Susanna. And so we get to the award for Owner of the Year. This award is not only based on official statistics that excludes all sales and bonus stakes races, but we also look at the overall contribution to racing in the Western Cape as well. The leading owners for the season ended 31 July 2017, Drakenstein Stud. And the entire team are making their way up on stage. They topped the owners' log with stakes of just over 9 million rand, were represented by 226 runners, 38 were winners, which gave them a 16.8% win strike rate and a 43.8% place strike rate.
First of all, I want to say thank you, if you can say thank you to a horse. Without Oh Susanna, we wouldn't be standing here today. So I feel I had at least some part in that because I bought the broodmare Sharp Susan. For the rest, thank you. For the rest, it's all my magnificent trainer and his family, Snaith Racing. Thank you very, very much. You've been more than just great trainers. You are truly world class. Then to my team, without you, I wouldn't be standing here, and the award I accept as part of Drakenstein, not for myself. Thank you.
That concludes the Racing Association side of the awards ceremony. Congratulations again to all the winners. Let's give them all another round of applause.
Next up, we find out a little bit more about John Freeman's stallion portfolio. Well, that's a wrap from us here at the Vasco. We're going to sit down. We're going to have a chicken peri-peri with probably a couple of beers as well. Look forward to catching up with you next Sunday on Breeding to Win.